R. Kelly.
No, my man.
30.
Locked up.
They won't let me out. They got him on 30.
You know what's crazy? That's only one state. He has two more states to do trials in.
Yeah.
I think he has a case in Minnesota and somewhere else too. He has to do stand trial in. So that's in New York.
They're gonna put him under.
He still got Illinois to go.
Yeah.
Oh, they're putting him under the Bing.
Golly.
They're gonna put him under the Bing.
They're putting him in jail and building a jail on top of that jail, yo.
Next time County and the State CV, it's gonna be the bag. They're gonna do him dirty. They're gonna do him dirty.
That's crazy, man.
Thoughts. I know everybody looks like they want to
Get
check
everybody.
lately. Get everybody.
Get everybody, fam. Get everybody.
I love that answer.
Get everybody because he just wasn't by himself. You're on a fucking tour bus. You got handlers. You got managers.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody remembered that video before they were able to actually detain him, where they're like, "Yo, they've been coming for me, but they ain't gonna get us." And
they came too late.
They came too late.
They took too long. Yeah,
All you motherfuckers saying cheers. Let's see the cuffs on you too, because you were there while you was doing all that wild shit.
Yeah, helping and supporting is a bad habit. Yo.
You know what's wild that you said that Friday? Yo, you know, I saw a bit, don't knock me out, but I saw a bit of the Surviving R. Kelly doc, and there's producers in there saying, yeah, when we was in the studio, we did a song called, he had a song called Feeling on Your Booty, right? And he's like, he actually had two women in there bent over, and he was like rubbing on their booty while recording the song. I'm like, how come this guy's not locked up? You saw this shit. What?
Yes, how old are these girls?
You're
That
on here
sounds
on the
crazy.
DVD giving an interview, and you're not in handcuffs? You're kind of an accessory, bruv.
They'll use
Not
it later.
kind of. You are.
You are. Like, what? How are you not locked up?
No, because they're not locked up yet. These motherfuckers all these guys who were on Surviving R. Kelly, who thought it was sweet to just be like, this motherfucker, he did this, he did that. If you were witnessing any of that stuff, like you just mentioned, and you were on that, not video, that network television show, they're coming for you. You know what I'm saying?
I hope so.
Because they gave him 30 now. They got probably another 30 for him.
Yeah.
They're not going to let everybody else slide, fam.
No.
And if they do, then that's hypocrisy, fam.
If they flip to him and say, "Yo, you wanna drop some names or one two," like maybe he might do that too. He might take that route too. So
Unless he's talking about Epstein or Ghislaine, I don't know what he's gonna say.
Ghislaine got 20.
Wait, no, hold up.
Yeah, she got 20.
The label and the people knew. I'm sure other artists he collaborated with knew what he was into.
I think Lil Mo, was it Lil Mo on the Breakfast Club said she knew?
Because notice when back in the day when the tape came out, he was like, "Yo, I'm not guilty." Da da da. Everybody stood raw with him, and people still collab and did songs with him. They knew what was happening.
They did, yeah.
But when it hit the fan and the documentary came out on top of it, we were like, "Oh shit!" They started distancing themselves from him. So I'm sure that there's people in the industry that fully knew what he was doing,
Fam.
and they were abetting and with the shit.
Of course.
I feel so
Feel me?
fucking crazy about this shit that we're all guilty.
Of course.
Just the people who were right there involved. We're all so guilty that them motherfuckers, and I don't want, people be saying, I don't want shit. Yeah. Nigga, if there's motherfuckers who are pissing on kids and all that wild shit, like, go hold a fucking cell, fam. Go hold a cot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, we all fucking seen the video, or heard about the video, or seen the video, or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the man came with a plethora of hits afterwards.
Yes.
I believe I Can Fly came post that shit.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The song that he wrote for B2K, bump, 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 all that type of shit. Whatchamacallit, the Step in the Name of Love, all the songs are post that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay,
Yes.
Snake Charmer, Fiesta, the fucking album with Jay-Z,
Ignition.
both of them, all of that shit came post that.
Fresh
So
out
we're
there,
all
kid.
accountable.
Yeah, all that
okay,
came after, yeah.
even if it wasn't the pissing, it was the Aaliyah thing.
Yes.
Oh
we
my
all
gosh.
seen it, said, yo, that's kind of weird, accepted it, and then moved on and kept on listening to his shit. Okay? So if we ain't all going to jail for, like, enjoying his shit, then at least the motherfuckers who were like, yo, I'm going to take you, go with Mr. Kelly. You guys got to go to jail, fam. Because we're all accountable, fam. We're
He's
all
speaking
accountable.
True.
You're speaking facts.
Like,
I'm
we
just-
didn't even stream his music. We bought that shit. He's pre-streaming era, my G.
You know what's messed up about that? You know what's messed up about what you're saying too? They were selling it. When the DVD came out, I was dumb young, right? But they were selling that shit in the
yes.
they were bootlegging it. They had the bootleg copy
Yeah.
with the man on the cover, and they were selling that shit like
And
$10 a pop.
selling
Yes.
child
Yes.
Yes.
At that time.
That's what you're literally selling.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes.
And people, and it was all over. Like it was, you walk down the street and people had like on the. You remember people selling the floor? They sell all the
Yeah.
The DVDs on the
DVDs
floor.
on the
Yeah.
floor.
Blanket and
Yeah,
stuff.
you
Yeah.
had the R. Kelly joint right there. People picked it up and like, oh shit, like, yeah, $10.
Accountable. Even all down to like salute to fucking Dave Chappelle. Accountable, because he made a whole skit about it. Right. So it's like we knew it happened and we're joking about it. So if we're all knew it happened and we're listening to his shit, then we're all accountable, fam.
Yeah.
So then the people who are directly there involved with him in this day to day, then motherfucker, you must have seen something.
Oh, 100%.
Because you can't do all that shit by yourself, being a big artist as you were.
Yeah.
And he had the '90s on Smash.
And if we all felt something, then them motherfuckers probably seen something.
Yeah.
Because we all felt something, fam.
Yeah.
We can't lie to ourselves and say, we just let it pass, fam. And that's kind of fucked up for all of us as a whole, fam. We all let that shit pass.
They
bro.
let Elvis pass.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They did.
Ooh.
Yeah, that
Go to
joint-
Vegas right now, you'll see a fat
Mad-
guy in a
mad,
Vegas suit,
yeah.
in an Elvis suit dancing.
What's that?
Hello, brother.
What's it called? What's it called? Graceland. Graceland is still up. People still tour Graceland. Get millions of tourists per year.
I don't want to play devil's
Memphis,
advocate,
yeah.
but I will. Yes, Elvis married Priscilla Presley. She was super young, right? And the speed limit was different back then. I'm not saying it was right. Okay?
Yes.
But Elvis doesn't have a tape of him peeing on a chick. Elvis
Yeah.
doesn't have
Yeah.
allegations of having sex dungeons and freaking not letting gal them out of his house.
You gotta
He
say
just married
tape.
a young ass bitch.
You gotta say tapes.
But Giselle and Epstein
Son
do.
got tapes.
He got tapes, bro.
Son got tapes.
Which I'm with y'all, but Giselle and Epstein had that on an international scale.
They
and
should
got
get like
20.
50, fam.
And got 20. She got
got
20.
20.
No, that was wrong. They should have gave her 50. And then he was about to probably get whatever, and he
Yeah.
quote unquote committed suicide, right? But they should have definitely fucking gave them more years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the hypocrisy. That's that white,
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, we know.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we know.
On top of the fact that like devil's advocate again, they got way more money than Mr. Kells, yo,
Yes. Oh, yeah. The money they
And
were
conne-
moving
and-
around is
And
different.
connections.
and connections.
Because that was a lot of political blackmail.
Yeah.
Let me get you over here, do this. Cameras is rolling.
Yeah.
Now I got you. Do me a favor next year.
Because like her charges and the stuff that they're involved in comparison to R. Kelly, is actually 10 times bigger. But they got 10 times more money.
Yeah.
So they'll equal out to you get 2025 and your broke ass who fucking don't know how to read and never
Yup.
kept all your money intact.
Yup.
And now we drained you while you were inside and now you're basically almost just on legal aid. You get 30 and whatever else we got for you because you can't afford it. It's not even a
Facts.
black or white thing because Cosby home.
Facts.
But his money long.
Also, I feel like the names Ghislaine, whatever her name is.
Ghislaine.
Ghislaine. The name she could drop. The name she could like list. She could drop the names.
Oh, man.
Somebody had to cut her a break.
Somebody had to make it. You know what?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give her a little.
She has government officials in
give her a
fucking
little
book,
light.
bro.
They couldn't
Hold on,
kill
hold
two
on.
of them.
Yo,
Not
fam,
gonna
she
say
got the prince niggas. The prince is one of those.
I was gonna say
he
Prince,
niggas kids.
Prince Edward's probably sweating right now. Yeah, and he don't
Fam.
sweat.
Name she could drop, bro.
Now he comfortable
And the
now.
paper of the
Who,
names that she can
Prince
drop.
Andrew?
Yeah,
Like this nigga's, and no disrespect to like any of the women that has any dealt with anything with R. Kelly, but for the most part, he's dealing with a whole bunch of broke hood chicks.
Yeah.
The fuck they
Yeah.
gonna do, fam?
It's not the same. It's not the same as like. Fine, look at John Bonet, that little white girl that got
disappeared.
There's still they were. I know I think they solved it, but I remember like as I'm getting older and older, I'm always
It was the
seeing
thing
her.
as kids. I think that's what put parents like into that paranoid state with their children.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
how big that story was. Yeah.
And R.
as
Kelly
I-
knows who to fuck with too, right?
Yep.
Because he didn't go at a bunch of little white girls.
Oh yeah,
Bruh, had he done that,
my
yeah, he
point.
would have been. He would have
Exactly
been. Yeah,
my
he would have been.
point.
He would have been fried 15 years ago,
Yeah, he
bro.
would've outta here.
Imagery of that. America. That's
They don't
they're-
love black people, so you
No.
can go piss on 100 black girls until we decide that we want to take you in.
Facts. There's black people in America right now that are found dead, missing organs and stuff. Nobody's saying anything.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying nothing.
And on top of the fact that, like, the things that he was doing, he's just a famous nigga who was doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we all went to high school with fast ass girls who were dealing with niggas who were pulling up in luxury whips coming to pick their ass up.
Woo!
Ooh, he's spitting right now.
Yo, I said that.
spitting right now.
I said that in a previous podcast. I'm like, when I was younger and I was in my teens, I couldn't talk to girls my age because they were messing with dudes older than me. So I'm like, I
hustlers.
couldn't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that behavior of older dudes knocking down young girls has always been a thing in the black community. Though that's a conversation we don't want to have, and I understand why. But it's nothing new though.
It's like almost a soft thing until it happens to R. Kelly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until you famous as fuck. If you just Tyrone who has a few bricks, then you're picking up all them little 17-year-old girls at the fucking school, you dirty fuck. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But like if you're fucking R. Kelly now, or Tyrone becomes Tyrone the rich rapper, his habits are going to be under a microscope now.
Of course.
It's true.
Look what they try to do to academics, and he didn't even physically do nothing to a woman. The other day when he was pretty much saying, like, I think he was addressing the Tiger situation.
Yeah, it was like
They
an
tried
old clip.
There was an old clip
they
from
took it
when
out
he
of
was like
context
20 and they
and-
took it. So imagine if you're Tyrone from the block, the big rapper now, and you really did it.
And
It's
all
over.
he said was, yo, when we were in college, okay, and salute to academics. All he
Yeah.
said is, when we were in college back in those times, and he was like, ain't nobody checking IDs. So if the girl is 17 or 21, ain't nobody know as long as she's in college. Nobody was checking.
No, I actually.
You know what's funny? Twitter didn't say that.
Of course they didn't.
They
just clipped it.
isolated like that. I didn't. What y'all saying now? I'm now hearing this for the first time.
Really?
They never worded it that
They
way.
never worded that way.
Yeah,
They
initially
flipped
they
it like this.
No,
They're
they
like,
clipped the 1 minute, but he
Yeah.
expounded in that same fucking 12-year-old video or 10-year-old
Yeah.
video.
yeah.
But you
know
know,
what I'm saying?
people get more hype for the shock
No,
factor.
you know, college kid that get hype for the shock factor.
Oh, college kids.
The guys who he had issues or has issues, or the guy, because one of them died, right?
Yep.
He has issues with. He put that video out like a year ago, okay? And then the smear campaign started coming around on him via the Megan Thee Stallion shit, and then the Shade Room and Hollywood Unlocked, and all these
Okay.
guys started saying, "Oh, look at this video here, motherfucker! The video's been out. These guys been trying to take him down, but they don't have the same voice as these guys,
Facts.
and they don't have an angle."
You know, I want to ask you something, Friday. Can you separate, on the R. Kelly topic, can you separate the artist from the personal? Like, this music, can you separate the art from the personal? Is that possible?
I can, but I still haven't listened to R. Kelly. Like, I'm not missing anything not having R. Kelly music in my life. So I'm not one of those people. So if I was, I don't know if I'd still be listening to him or not. I just he's never been in my catalog like that for me to be like, oh fuck. But if he comes on at a party, I'm a giggle a little bit, but I'm still gonna bump, fam. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Fiesta is the jam, or the one with Keith Murray.
Home Alone?
Too many bangers. Too many bangers.
I'm not gonna be like, turn that off.
Yeah. Yo, some
Whack.
people do that. What were you
But
gonna
question,
say?
that's the same question for Capo and you. Like, how you feel
Yeah.
about, like, R. Kelly comes on, you still bump? Like, can you separate the art from the artist, from the personal life of the artist? Can you separate it too? He makes good music. Can you separate it?
Okay, I'll answer
Appreciate
this
it.
and then Copper, you
Yeah,
can end the podcast on your answer. So for me, I won't, kind of like what Friday was saying, like I don't see myself searching out the music, right? But if I'm I'm at grandma's barbecue and I hear "Step in the Name of Love," like I might hit a 2-step. You know what I mean? I might not. I'm not gonna be
kinda
like,
hard not to.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna run and be like, stop. And for anybody who's giving me that twisting up their face right now at home, like, yo, he wouldn't even listen to that. There's so many artists you listen to that have done some of the foulest stuff,
Yep.
and you still listen to them. There's movies that you watch with how many Harvey Weinstein movies are you guys bumping?
Or
And
Woody
this,
Allen.
And this guy was telling the
Yeah.
girls, "Hey, Woody Allen, yeah, get me right before we get you in. Before I get you get me right." Then you get your roles.
Get your role,
Roman Polanski.
casting couches and
Come on,
shit.
casting calls. Like there's so many things that were going on, so it's like you gotta I kind of take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna go and buy his music. I'm not gonna support him that way. But if it comes on, I'm not gonna scream, turn it off. Like why?
You're gonna look around and see if anybody's watching before you two-step?
Yo, I'm gonna be real. That's happened to me. That's happened to me. It
asking
came
that.
on.
I'm asking that me
Yeah,
too.
and I looked around. I don't know. I felt like it was okay.
I think Ignition came on. I love Ignition. Nah, you know I usually do this, but it's a preview to Ignition. I'm like,
Guys, wait for the bounce, bounce, bounce.
I'm double checking to make sure. I'm like, yo, hold up, buddy. Hey, whatever, man.
around
It's
for
like
the
murder,
shorties.
she wrote.
And before you go, fam,
Yeah.
you gotta look at the DJ too and be like, wow, you got balls, my G. You about to hit an R. Kelly set right now? Okay.
And he's just there, just
Give
Forget
him a little
cancel
low key
culture.
dap, fam. Like, damn, fam.
Behind, but the truth is though, when the ignition song came on, people were bumping. Nobody was awkward. I'm like, okay, I like this crowd.
yo, that's crazy.
Hey, yo.
But cop on what you answered though.
Yo, I'm happy we're ending on that. On his though, we can't end on that statement. Capo, bring it home. Bring it home. Bring it home.
If I'm grooving or I'm just standing in
Uncancel us,
place,
capo.
Crazy. Oh man.
That is.
I've been
wild.
places recently where I've actually heard it. Like, I was at a barbecue recently. I heard it. And I actually did I looked around. I'm just like, and I was looking. To be honest, I was looking to see what the woman's reaction were gonna be, and they didn't bat an eye. And I was just like,
That was the same thing for me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
so I feel like it's more of a thing where it's like, I know it's with people. Media needs to tell people how to feel in a lot of senses.
That's crazy facts.
Wow.
Most people don't have enough brains, I think, in their head to actually think for themselves. Just, if the media tells them to get angry about something, they get flustered. Like, there's a topic that's going on right now in the news that we already talked about, but for some reason to talk about it again. I'm not gonna say it, but yeah.
No, you're right, fam. People group think. Yep. So like everybody's like, okay, we should not listen to it, and then the streaming platforms are like, oh, we're not playlisting him stuff like that. So it puts that mentality like, okay, now we should ban it, right? But like you said, there's a whole bunch of other people who have heinous acts that we haven't banned. You know what I'm saying? Including people who we love, like XXX Tentacion and stuff like
there's
that.
a
Rest
lot.
in peace. You know what I'm saying? Like they've had things in their past, and people have been able to move past it and stream their music. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I guess we can separate the artist. Me personally,